What's up, Internet? It's Dylan Alexander. I recently posted a video on TikTok and I got a nice response on there, quite a lot of comments, and one stood out in particular to me. And it was a woman who said something along the lines of, if men and women didn't have to quote unquote run game on each other and focused on, having mutual relationships, then everything would be better, society would be better, or something like that, right? And I want to say, first off, to an extent, she's right. Absolutely, I agree. You know, if everybody was just straightforward and honest and keeping it 100, we wouldn't have to play these games and have to strategize against each other like it's a game of chess or war. But let's be real, that's not how the world is. And I don't think it ever will be. And you can even ask women, if the world was that perfect and like that, women would be bored out of their minds. Ladies that are watching, since apparently women watch my TikTok, so that's pretty cool. YouTube, ain't no women watching my YouTube, but on TikTok, they there. So while we're here, ladies, let's be real, because women don't like the truth. Let's be honest. If the world was perfect and relationships were just perfect and everything worked out great, you guys would be bored to death. There's no fun, there's no surprises, there's no spontaneity, right? You guys want ups and downs, you want drama. Okay? That makes things exciting. So, my response to that, first off, let's just get the main thing out the way of what is game? Game, good old game, right? My definition of game is real simple. Game is just information that you use to get what you want out of life. And more specifically, it is getting what you want monetarily, some way to get some money, right? Some funds. But that can be used when it deals with relationships and, your job, or, your relationships with other people, friends, family, etc. But at the end of the day, man, we all need game. We all need information. We all want stuff in life. And the only way to get something that you want that you don't have currently, you got to know how to get it. And that's just game. Get you some game, right? If you want $1 million and you never had $1 million, you got to figure out some different methods to get that. You got to ask some people. And some of these things you can't just Google, right? Because yeah, Google has information. We live in the information age, all this TikTok and social media. You can search a lot of this information up, but many times this internet is not going to give you the answers you may particularly be looking for. Unless the internet can give you a path to a direct message to a person that does have that information, then yeah, the internet can get you what you want via some sort of mentorship, or a course you can take, what have you. Yeah, that pays off. A lot of the best game is going to come from some person that's willing to take some sort of a fee for that, right? Because as they say in the game, a game is to be sold, not told. I'm sure you guys have heard of that, but game is not this bad, evil thing, this manipulation thing, although it can be, if you use it incorrectly or if you use it in a negative way. But I mean, you could say the same thing for all these businesses out here. These businesses that sell things to us. A lot of these companies, they take products from overseas, and let's say China, for example, the Apple, the iPhone, they got all the materials. They come up with all the materials. They pay China, they pay all these manufacturers a smaller amount, right? A relatively small amount. Let's call it 30, 40, 50 bucks total to assemble together all the components. And they already got the blueprint of how they want it made, the design and all the technology that goes into the iPhone. And they say, hey, put that phone together like this, and this. I want everything. I want the face recognition, da 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 da. 50 bucks, put it together, please. And the Chinese say, all right, shit, we can do it. Fuck, let's go. And then they bring it back to America. They package it up nice in a nice little pretty presentation. And they sell it to us in America and everywhere else in the world for $1,000 retail, no problem. And we all buy it. Many of us, we buy these phones, we buy all these computers, this Apple Watch. These things didn't cost the same amount that we pay for it. You see? Because if Apple paid the Chinese people who made the phones $1,000 to make the phone, they would be losing money, right? After you consider shipping and all that, they would make no money and they wouldn't be a multi-trillion-dollar business that they are today, right? So you can call that game. They gamed up crazy. That's some good game right there. You get what I'm saying? So I bring all that up, man, to say, man, game is not a bad thing. Game is just something that you use to get you somewhere that you want to be. And, it's funny that the woman commented that too, because when it comes to relationships, it's actually a realization that women actually are the ones that created game when it comes to that. The manipulation, the weird tactics, the mind fucks, all that is from women. Women started that. So, the fact that I'm mentioning it, women don't want men to understand this stuff because it's like it kills their whole strategy, right? Which is fine. I'm okay with that. I just like please don't report my channel because that's what women do. And it's not fair. Once women don't like your channel, they really gather together and they report you and they just knock you down. And that's one thing about men. We kind of let things ride and we kind of we're fair. Be fair. So ultimately, man, it all boils down to just everybody just wants something in life. We all got to do what we got to do to get that. And we all got to figure out a way to maneuver in this world and make the most of this life, man. We're all looking for answers. We all have questions and we all want to figure out the puzzle of our life. And that's game. Strategizing every day, figuring out how you're going to achieve your goals step by step. And it's not a bad thing, like I said, but that's why I really appreciate the ism. I appreciate, as people want to down talk pimps, but they got some tremendous game from women and they use that game on women and it's genius, and it only makes sense for a man to use his powerful, logical mind to actually help these women make money more efficiently and also keep them safer than they would be on their own and maximizing their time in the underworld that they're in, right? So, and it's just a high level of understanding and information and just maximizing your mind to get the most out of that dynamic. So shout out to the ism, man. It's always going to be something that's powerful and something that I always respect. And I'm always going to look back to maneuver in this life because, not to say I'll ever put a woman on the blade or anything like that. That's illegal, by the way. But the concept of that can be used when it comes to dealing with everyday life and business and maneuvering through social media. You know, shout out to my man Pimp Guy, man. I mentioned him on the last channel, man. That dude, I found him a few years ago, and his channel just got taken down like last month, actually. And his channel's been taken down many times. I want to say over 11 plus times. And he just keeps making a new one and keeps starting over and just coming with the game. And it's inspiring to me because that's exactly what a real pimp would do. You're going to have all these forces coming out and attacking you and trying to take you down, but you don't let that stop you from achieving your goals. You're going to keep going, man. It's the same thing with my businesses, man. I've had so much BS happen in my businesses. These platforms, eBay and Facebook, they've done me so dirty, with all these policies and stuff, and customers report you, and they don't want to even hear you out. They don't give you a chance to give your side of the story. It's just, nah, you messed up. Man, Navy Federal Credit Union, I had somebody report me, man, when I used Zelle, and they shut my whole account down, man. I had to move all my money to another bank account, all because these people reported me, and they didn't even want to hear me out. They said, nah, you're gone, get up out of here. And I had to figure that out, man. I had to maneuver. I had to use my mind to figure that out, even though it was super duper stressful and just threw me all the way off with my plans at the time. And man, if I didn't have good game, I would have failed. I would have crumbled, most likely. I would have struggled, man. And as a man, it's important for you to never let that deter you from achieving your goals. Because that's how life is, man. Life is going to knock you down sometimes. Life is going to test you. It's going to see if you really are going to figure out a way to get up out of there. How you going to maneuver, man? What you going to do, man? You get what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, man, get you some good game out here, man. Get you some books on some subjects that will help you get to where you want to be in life, man. Pick up some books. Get you some, get you some OGs, man. Get you some mentors, man. Get you some people that are going to get you where you want to be, man. Don't be afraid to spend $1 to get more dollars later down the road. You get what I'm saying? So I hope this message really hits home. Don't be afraid of game. Game is a beautiful thing. And I can go on a list of all the people that have helped me, all the mentors, whether in person or virtual, through books, shit, even the authors, those are mentors in a way, picking their brains and the minds of great men who have done great things. Man, get you some game, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's for the taking, and it's here to help you get where you want to be, man. Don't just think you got to be stuck where you're at. You can achieve all of this stuff you want, man. You just got to take the time to go find it and use it, more importantly than anything. Just use that stuff like a shovel and start digging for that gold and them diamonds. You heard me? But that's it, man. I appreciate y'all's time. My name is Dylan Alexander. I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one, man. Peace.